Port Jervis, and welcome to the Port Center Spotlight Podcast. My name is Andrew Murata, host of the podcast.
And my name is Dakota Duryea.
Guy jumping in. I was going to introduce you, Dakota. It's okay, but he's he's not a shot to the stage here. Ninth grader Dakota Duryea. Welcome, Dakota.
Welcome.
You got jumping right in the program. Good to see you, man. God, even his handshake is strong like a wrestler. Dakota, thanks for coming on. How you feeling this morning?
I'm feeling pretty good.
You feeling good?
Yeah.
Is it during the season? We're going to get into wrestling, but during the season with battle after practice after match, and now there's no football either. Are these mornings where you don't have a physical activity the day before? Do you feel better in the morning? You feel more refreshed, or you always feel good?
I'm usually always feeling good, but during wrestling season, I'll feel
It's hard.
Yeah,
it's hard. He's a very physical sport here. This young man is a tremendous student athlete, doing stuff in the classroom, in the community, as well as with Port Jervis Athletics. A shout out to his family and teachers watching. Ms. Duryea, thanks for all your help setting this up. And we're excited to have Dakota on. So Dakota, give a little introduction to yourself since you jumped right in the show here.
Yeah.
Give an introduction and let Port Jervis know who you are.
I'm Dakota Duryea, and
you're a ninth grader here at the high school. You play football. You're a member of the National Junior Honor Society and a member of the Varsity Wrestling team.
Mm-hmm.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Well, and again, good morning, Dakota. Dakota, let's start with school. I know you like math, and I know you're pretty good in school. Your grades are excellent. You're in the Honor Society. Tell me about school. Does it come easy to you, or are you grinding at school? Are you going home and you got to put hours in? How's school work for you?
Well, in some subjects are come easy to me, and then some subjects they're harder for me, but I can get past through.
Which ones are easier for you?
Probably math, social studies, and then harder ones probably science and English.
Really?
Yeah.
See, normally people group math and science together, and social studies and English.
Yeah.
Okay. And is it because of the teacher? Is it because of the content? Why are some easier there?
It's not because the teacher. It's just because I sometimes don't get what to do right at first.
Yeah.
And I have to think about what to do.
Yeah.
I get confused a lot.
Sure. It's hard, man. And one of the things I did as a school administrator was I spent the day with a student. I spent the whole day with a ninth grader. And you're going from math. You're going to all these different things. It's constantly shuffling the deck. And there's a lot coming at you. Why math? Why do you like math the best?
I just like doing things with numbers, and it just came so easy to me when I was little.
Yeah. And you want to go into business in your future. Yeah. Coach Ferguson's your math teacher. They do start slipping in letters here. I don't know if they told you that. These math teachers get tricky. They start sticking the letters in there, and it gets more tricky. Yeah. Ferg's slipping the letters in there?
Yeah, he's been slipping letters in there.
Mr. Ferguson, I remind you, it's math with numbers, not letters. So knock it off, okay? Right? Keep you in line there. Dakota, again, we appreciate you coming on. What's your favorite part of the day? Not after school with your activities and stuff, but from 7:30 to 2:30. What's your favorite part of the day?
Probably seeing my friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In class and the cafeteria, things like that.
Seeing the teachers.
Do you miss having recess from the middle school?
No, not really.
No, all that running around.
It was so crazy on that recess in school.
It was, yeah. So you see your buddies at lunch, and you have that first lunch. Yeah, 10:30. I like that. And you must be hungry with all the activities you're doing. No spring sports?
No, just straight wrestle.
Yeah. So I know you had mentioned about your shoulder. You're rehabbing your shoulder right now, so you're not doing it. But normally at this time, are you involved with the Deep Roots Wrestling Club too?
Yeah.
So where do they have independent matches? Where do you do that?
It's a club in Walden near Valley Central.
Okay.
And they do run youth tournaments, but I'm not sure if they run high school tournaments.
So that's like people say travel soccer,
Yeah.
travel baseball, it's travel wrestling.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So Dakota, let's get into it. You're a sports guy. You're wrestling. You love it. You've been doing it. Some of these pictures, you're a little kid. You're a little boy here. You've been doing it. What is it about wrestling that got your heart?
I'm not sure. I just liked it from the beginning, and I felt like I can make more friends out of it.
Yeah, it's very physical.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very physical. The other thing too, Dakota, there's no hiding in wrestling, right?
No.
You're on a soccer team and you could float around on the side, maybe kick the ball here and there.
Yeah.
You could perform. Baseball, you could be bouncing around the outfield. I mean, wrestling, it's you and the other person. Talk to me about that one-on-one competition and what that does for you.
It's definitely a lot. It's not like a lot more stress, but it's like you have a lot of pressure on you since you're only one-man team, even though you have a whole team behind you. But if you make a mistake, you can't blame it on other people.
Yeah.
Since you're the only one wrestling, and you have to just focus before you wrestle in the match.
You like that one-on-one.
Yeah.
And are you talking to yourself beforehand? I see the wrestlers with their earbuds on. They're pacing behind the bench. Are you talking to yourself? What are you saying to yourself?
Just put all faith in God.
You're praying?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Bringing faith to the mat.
Yeah.
God wants you to pin the other guy.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding. But really, you're praying.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Do you say the same prayer? Is it like
it's just it's randomized. You choose different prayers and to say. I was just praying my own, saying just.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you went for many years to the youth wrestling club here in Port Jervis.
Yeah.
And you met Coach Foley as a young man.
Yeah.
Tell me about Coach Foley. He's an incredible educator, incredible person, a dad here and a teacher here. Talk to me about some of the lessons you've learned from Coach Foley.
He's taught me how to be mentally tough and physically tough, and he's just been a big role model on me for since I was little, because I've always wanted to be I always wanted to be when I was little a varsity wrestler when I was looking at them.
Yeah. And you had your first chance this year as a ninth grader. You starred on the wrestling team. You were part of it, the championship team, and you got your first wrestling win.
Yeah.
So I got a little picture here, Dakota. Where did it go? Oh, it was there. Remember, we had it. Where did it go? We were going to show the picture, but one of the pictures in the opening thing, you actually get the belt.
Yeah.
So it was your first win. You're down 7-0.
Yeah.
That's a lot of points.
Yeah, it is.
Talk to me about coming back to win, and you pinned the guy in the Bannock Arena for your first win. Tell me about that.
At first I knew I was gonna win that, and then once I got down 7-0, I was just trying to do my hardest to win, because I was trying to get my first varsity win and not have a losing record. So at the beginning of the season.
Yeah. So you're down. So you weren't telling yourself, I'm afraid to lose. Don't lose. You were saying, I got to win.
Yeah.
So did being down fire you up more?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes when we're down, we scratch a little harder and claw. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what did that feel like for you?
Felt really good. I was really pumped up after I won that match.
Yeah. And was your family there? I mean, there's a lot of Duryeas here. I mean, I got a whole list of them.
Yeah.
They were all there?
Yeah.
All the boys were there.
Uh-huh.
Shout out to your parents, Chrissy and Brian. Here we go. Dakota, right here. Dale, Duke, Dawson, and Dalton.
Yep.
Did I get that right?
Yep.
There's a lot of Duryeas here. There's a lot of D's in there.
Yeah.
That's awesome that they were all there. Are your parents yellers? Could you hear them cheering you on, or are they more quiet?
I can definitely hear my mom.
Your mom's the yeller.
Yeah.
And what's she say?
She just says "Come on, baby. Come on, Dakota."
You can hear her cheering, even through the thing and this guy all over you. You can hear. Yeah. Wow. That must have felt great. Congratulations.
Yeah.
And then, so what happened? Coach Foley gave you the belt afterwards?
Yeah.
Wow. Did you put it on, or you just kind of
Oh,
threw it
I
over
just
your
put it
shoulder?
over my shoulder.
Yeah, and I wish we had it queued up. I don't know what happened to the picture there. That's really cool. Well, congratulations on that, Dakota, and certainly keep rolling. Now you hurt your shoulder a little
Yeah.
bit. When did that happen?
That happened last May, and in gym, I got pushed from behind and I separated my shoulder.
So wait a minute. You play football all over the place.
Yeah.
You wrestled, slamming with other teenagers all over the place, and you got hurt in gym class.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Middle schoolers always putting their hands on other people. Oh my God. So you separated. That's very
Yeah.
painful.
Yeah.
Okay. So where are you at in your recovery now? So you wrestled all season with an injured shoulder.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, football I didn't really feel it at all, and then wrestling came around. I was in pain, so much pain,
Really?
and now like I'm just like on top of trying like go to PT and get it all like rested up.
And what does the physical therapist say about getting this better? How do because it's not like it's a broken bone
Yeah.
and now it's healed. It's, what's your time frame here?
They said 8 to 10 weeks, and then I would have to keep doing exercises like after.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very painful.
Yeah.
Is it this shoulder? I keep
No, it's
bumping
this
you.
one.
Okay, good. My kids are always yelling at me, Daddy, you always touching me where I was hurt. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Friends, if you're watching live, please jump in and say hello to this young man. Again, Port Pride, our students, our staff, and it's just great to meet young people like this that are just doing so many good things. And we talk about Port Pride, but when we see it and you meet it and you hear it, it's great. Dakota, I want to ask you, you are involved in your church. You mentioned about praying before the matches, your faith church in Minnesink, Slate Hill.
Mm-hmm.
And you're also involved with your Uncle Pat, who's watching, doing some ministry.
Yep.
Tell me about these missions and the ministry that you're doing there.
It's like old stories, like people telling stories about how their old lives were before they became homeless, and like I'm just so happy that I get to help people that are like on the streets. And I go to Scranton, and I'm gonna hopefully go someday to New York City with my uncle.
Yeah,
to help them.
Yeah. And what are some of the stories you hear in Dakota? Is it people losing jobs? Is it bad decisions? Is it drugs? What are you hearing from these people?
I remember this one guy telling me like he used to like just drink all the time.
Alcohol.
And he had like addiction, and then he couldn't get a job, and then he just got homeless.
Yeah. So how do you help them? How do you try to serve these people?
Well, we do a mission in church, like where we make these bags for them with clothes, socks, and like gloves, and like bag of cookies, so they can eat. And then we would go out to Scranton and then hand out the bags.
Yeah. And it's really, trying to show these people there's hope, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes they lose hope, and the skills to kind of get back on the track.
Yeah.
Well, good for you for doing that. Certainly is nice to be able to help other people and service there. How often do you do that?
We do that every near December, near Christmas.
Okay.
For like a Christmas present.
Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. You've also been involved Earth Day cleanup.
Yep.
You won the Kuykendall Award in the 6th grade. Yeah, for service. That's a big award here in Port Jervis. What did that feel like? And tell me about that recognition.
It felt pretty good, and it just made me feel so much better about myself.
Yeah.
Knowing that I'm like a person in the community that can help people.
Yeah, you're helping other people, but it fills your bucket too. Yeah, so awesome. Good for you. Dakota, you were also chosen as the Grand Marshal. That is kind of the master of ceremonies for the Stepping Up ceremony. That's voted on by your classmates. That's like, that's respect across the level. It wasn't just the jocks or the athletes. It wasn't just the honor society. It was your whole grade.
Yeah.
Tell me about that distinction.
It felt like, first I was nervous because I was like the Grand Marshal of my whole class of middle school, and then I was like, okay, it's fine, and I can't it felt so good. Yeah,
to be respected by your classmates and your teammates, pretty cool. Your dad's watching here this morning. Who's Rebecca Swart?
Oh, that's my aunt.
That's a challenging name, Rebecca, to say there. Zwart?
Yeah, that's my dad's sister.
Okay. Well, thanks for tuning in, Rebecca. Nice young man here there. That's really good, Dakota. Dakota, we talked off air a little bit. You're leading in the classroom. You're leading with these activities. You're also the oldest brother.
Yeah.
5 boys in the Duryea house. 5. I can't imagine what the refrigerator looks like after dinner. Certainly, the restroom in that house. But 5 boys, and you're the oldest, Dakota. Talk to me. Do you feel responsibility being the older brother of all of these young men here?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I have to definitely watch over all of them.
And what does that feel like? What does that sound like? Are you helping with telling them what to do and getting their stuff ready and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, and like I'm just like helping them out with stuff.
Do you like it?
Yeah,
You don't feel pressure?
maybe a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, again, you're not the parent, but you're the big brother, and that's a big deal there. So, Dakota, are they all wrestlers too? Are they all involved in wrestling? All these little Duryeas running around?
The main one is Dalton. That's mainly like he's trying to be like me, but like the others are like a little like they want to play basketball. They don't know what they want to do yet.
Okay. And what are their ages again here? How old is Dale?
He's 13.
So he's middle school?
Yeah.
Okay. Duke?
He's 11.
Still 5th grade?
Yeah.
That's 5th grade. And then the other 2, the twins?
They're both 10.
10. Okay. Mom and Dad, no girls here. We couldn't get no girls in the cards.
Nope.
Well, they are certainly blessed. 5 incredible boys here, and you're doing pretty well. Dakota, with all of this stuff, you also have a job. You're also working.
Yeah.
Talk to me about the job you have.
It's called Quickway Twin Cone, and it's in Bloomberg, and it's just like very like a lot of people there are really kind, and you like get to just meet nice people.
It's an ice cream place.
Yeah.
Do you get to have ice cream while you're working?
Like maybe when we're closing, like we're done for the day. Like
on the house?
No.
No, you got to pay for it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, who's the boss there? Can we talk to them when we get ice cream? Most popular type of ice cream purchased at Quickway Twin Co.
Oh, that's a hard one. Probably like Twist or like pistachio or coffee. I'm not sure.
Pistachio.
Yeah.
So twist, chocolate, and vanilla.
Yeah.
Soft serve.
Yeah.
That's most popular.
Probably one of the most popular.
Okay. Next question. Scooped or soft serve? Which is more?
Probably soft serve.
All right. What's your favorite?
My favorite is probably mint chocolate chip.
Mint chocolate chip. So my guy Matthew, my son, is mint chocolate chip. Yeah. Are you a biter? Are you biting it, or are you kind of taking your time, licking it, all that kind of?
I'm like in between. I'm biter and like a liquor.
Yeah.
I guess.
I watch the people bite the ice cream. I'm like, oh my God, but I get ice cream. And now it's almost April here. It eventually, it snowed last night, unbelievably, here in the Northeast. But it's serious ice cream time now. So will you work more now in the summer? No football, no wrestling? You'll work
definitely
more?
in the summer. I'm going to be working a lot. Probably.
Yeah. And does the Duryea crowd come in for ice cream then?
Yeah.
That's got to be an expensive trip for mom and dad.
Yeah.
There's no more dollar ice creams. Yeah. All 5 of you is getting ice cream. Awesome. Dakota, anything you wanted to talk about that I didn't ask you about?
No, none that I think of. No.
Okay. Dakota, you have some goals here. We spoke off air, some in school and some out of school. So let's start in school. What are some goals you have for the next 3 years while you're in high school?
Definitely get into National Juniors Honor Society. Oh no, National
Honor Society. Yeah, that's next year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What else?
Just try and out of school probably like just to pursue my goal of like being a successful business person.
Okay. Do you know what area of business you want to go into?
Well, finance is definitely one.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything else.
That's all right. How old are you?
14.
14. That's okay. You got a lot of time. But Dakota, the secret is in doing something that you love, right? Some people see the money dollar signs and
Yeah.
they want to make money, but the secret is you got to do something you love.
Yeah.
So continue to find out what those things are. And I mean, you're certainly involved. You got a lot of stuff, and you seem to like math, so that's cool. You want to continue with wrestling?
Yeah.
Okay. And is football still in the cards?
Um, Probably, yeah.
We'll see. You're going to be a
Yeah.
sophomore. Again, there's been a lot of momentum with the football program, state champions
Yeah.
there. And what about college? You want to go to college?
Yeah.
Okay. And so you think you might study math, business?
Business,
Yeah.
entrepreneurship.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Very cool. Well, we wish you good luck with those goals. And Dakota, you have some family watching, some teachers are watching. Who are some people here in the building, adults that are impactful for you? They're mentors for you. They help guide you. Who are some adults here in the building that help you?
Mr. Ferguson, Coach Foley, and probably Ms. Zapp.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. She that's your English teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool. Well, he's got the boys wrestling coach and the girls wrestling coach. Pretty good that your math teacher is also a wrestling coach. Shout out to Coach Ferguson and what they did with the women's team and all that excitement that was pretty there. So you talk wrestling with Ferg.
Yeah.
Does he tell you, hey man, we got to get to math here? You can probably talk wrestling for hours with him. Yeah. Awesome. How about outside of school? I know you mentioned your Uncle Patrick. Who are some role models and who are some people that impact you outside of school?
Well, one of them is definitely my pastor, Pastor D. His name is Pastor D.
D?
Pastor Daryl.
Daryl. So the Duryea only associate with people with the names D. Is that right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Daryl. So he's your pastor. If his name was Bob, he'd be out. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Tell me about Pastor Daryl.
He just showed me how to be happy and always be positive. That's the main thing. Just always be positive.
Yeah. Well, you're doing that, Dakota. I mean, with the activities you're involved in, serving other people, it's really great to hear.
Yeah.
The adults, educators don't get bonuses, Dakota. We don't get. There's no extra check for winning the championship, things like that. But the bonus is to see and be around young people like you developing.
Yeah.
Into future adults that are going to do great things in the world. So we can see it. I can see it. I remember seeing it in you as a middle schooler, and here you are continuing on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Is he a good speaker, Pastor Daryl?
Yeah.
He speaks well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great when they can inspire you with stories and parables, things like that. Awesome. Well, Dakota, this was a lot of fun. I appreciate it. Any shout outs? I know that, again, a lot of family and friends watching.
I want to shout out my mom and dad and my brothers and my grandma and grandpa and all my aunts and uncles.
Nice. I know you mentioned you go on a family reunion. That's every 3 years. Do you go on a family vacation this summer?
No, I went last summer.
Okay. Where to?
It's Lake Harrisonburg, right next to Lake George.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you like to do in your off time, Dakota? What are some things if Dakota Duryea is going to take a little time to relax? Is it swimming? Is it reading? Are you a gamer? What are some things you relax with?
Like watching movies.
Movies? Yeah. What's your genre? Do you like Marvel? What do you like?
Like adventures. Like my favorite movie is Matilda. So
yeah, that was the play here a couple of years ago, right? Yeah. That's creative. Yeah, very cool. I'm a movie guy as well. It's got to be a blockbuster though. I'm not just throwing on some random 2-hour movie. It's got to be a good one. Well, make sure you find that time to relax this summer, and certainly get that shoulder repaired.
Yeah.
So, Dakota, it's going to be April 1st here soon. Again, spring. What are you looking forward to for the end of the year? What's some things you're looking forward to in the immediate here?
I'm looking forward to just new opportunities in life, like what can come next.
Yeah. Well, that Honor Society application, those come out at the end of the second quarter next year. And I know you'll be there grade-wise and certainly your thing. So collect those service service things and keep it up. So this is Dakota Duryea, friends. Again, proud to celebrate good things happening in Port Jervis and proud to celebrate our people. So mom and dad, thank you. It's hard enough raising one child, but 5 boys, including twins. Your parents are professional parents then. They got it's not easy, but the result, Dakota, is in you, right? Who you are, the person you're doing. So your parents are doing a heck of a job. So we appreciate that. Dakota, we talked a lot about Port Pride. You know, you got your swag on here. What does Port Pride mean to you?
Port Pride means like overachieve, like not overachieve, but like try to achieve your best and always try to seek the next best thing.
Yeah, you're doing that for sure. There, Dakota. Dakota, we talked about a lot of your passions and stuff. What's something you have a hard time with? Is there something at school or out in life that you have a hard time with?
When I was younger, I struggled with really bad anxiety.
Okay.
So I've been trying to get over that. And it's just been a tough thing.
So what are some strategies you do to get through that and get over that?
Usually I just pray and just put all my faith in God.
Nice. And was it nervousness, Dakota? Were you concerned about something? What was the anxiety about?
Just like nervous, like about something, and I would just be like overly nervous all the time.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay, right? You're able to get through these things, and being nervous about stuff is, it's okay. But I appreciate you talking about that. In addition to praying, is there a strategy that you use to get through that? Breathing exercises, mental exercises, things like that?
No, not really. I just do it.
You just do it? Yeah. Well, you're involved in high level things. I mean, varsity wrestling and your grades, your classes, and so being nervous about those things is okay. But you continue to show up, Dakota. You continue to push through these things, and I'm certainly proud of you. If you look at the comments too, your family is as well, and your teachers and stuff. So, well, that was the bell, Dakota, and we got to get rolling here. So another great episode of Port Center. Friends, it is the high school musical time here. Annie is this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So come out and support the arts. We're very excited about the play this weekend, and we'll be hearing more about that. So we are going to sign off.
Okay.
Dakota, thanks, man. You did great. This is Dakota Duryea, friends. We appreciate it, Dakota, and good luck with your shoulder. Okay.
Okay.
How about a go Port?
Go Port.
Bam. See you, everybody.